Chapter 1. I can't do this anymore. Emma Blake pushed herself up from the couch, stared at the man focused intently on the television, and wondered why she didn't run screaming into the night. All week she'd been restless, almost dreading their usual Saturday night. Pizza, an old movie, and obligatory sex. The lingering aroma of the oh-so-boring cheese and pepperoni still drifted in the air. But an unexpected feeling of nausea grabbed at her, as if she'd finally reached her limit. Andrew Fielder put the movie they were watching on pause and looked at her, puzzled. Do what? This! She waved her hands to encompass the room, the television. Him sprawled into a corner of the couch. What we're doing. You mean the movie? He frowned and started to uncoil himself from the couch. No problem. I'll put in another one. No, Andrew. She wanted to stomp her foot. I don't just mean the movie. She had an instant sensation of suffocating, of the room, maybe her entire life, closing in on her. A feeling that had been creeping up on her the past few days. I mean, everything. All of it. This routine. This nothing. Everything. He stared at her as if she'd spoken in a foreign language. Emma, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I know. She began pacing, frustration threatening to explode inside her. That's the problem. You just don't know. 6 days ago, her college roommate, J.C. Monroe, blew into town on her way to a conference, blooming with the happiness of an exciting marriage, a wonderful child, and a more than fulfilling career. Her satisfaction with life shimmered around her. And just like that, Emma had gone from the flavorless acceptance of her own simple, uneventful life, a life she hadn't even realized she was dissatisfied with, to a case of raging discontent. She'd stewed about it all week, hoping it would dissipate when Saturday night rolled around, but instead it only underscored her colorless existence. 1 minute, she'd been happy with the gray she'd always known. Then she wanted the bright flashes of color that seemed to sizzle from J.C. He leaned forward, a perplexed look on his face, and when he spoke, his voice was pitched in the patient tone of someone speaking to a child. It occurred to her that he often took that tone with her. You're making me nervous, Emma. Please, just sit down and tell me what seems to be the problem. Just straight out. Tell him? How could she put into words what had been rattling around in her mind all week? Ever since she had lunch with her college roommate and saw the glow in the woman's face, the enthusiasm in her eyes when she talked about her husband and her job and her child. Emma was startled by the awareness that she had none of that. Nothing about her life sparkled, although up until now she'd been perfectly content, or so she thought. But that day, she had the sensation of a veil lifting, showing her a world she could have if she'd just grab onto it. Andrew would never understand. He was too satisfied with the way things were, too comfortable. This was what he wanted, and all Emma had wanted, until now.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.